One day, no one is coming. Not your friends, not your family, not the perfect opportunity, not the perfect moment. And the day you finally understand that is the day your life begins to change. Because the biggest lie you've ever believed is that someone, somewhere, will eventually save you. They won't. The person you've been waiting for has been staring back at you in the mirror this entire time. Every morning, millions of people wake up hoping today will be different. Maybe today, someone will notice their talent. Maybe today, someone will give them a chance. Maybe today, life will finally become easier. They wait, they hope, they wish. Then they go to bed, exactly where they started. Not because they lacked potential, but because they believed change would come from somewhere else. The hardest lesson in life isn't learning how to succeed. It's accepting that no one is responsible for your success except you. That truth hurts because it removes every excuse. It removes every person you blamed, every circumstance you complained about, every reason you told yourself for why your life hadn't changed. And suddenly, there's only one person left. Think about your dreams for a moment. The life you want, the house, the freedom, the confidence, the peace, the person you want to become. Now ask yourself one question. Who's supposed to build that life? Your parents, your boss, your friends, the government, luck, or you? Because every day you spend waiting, someone else is building the future you keep talking about. They don't know more than you. They're not always more talented than you. They simply accepted one truth earlier than you did. Nobody is coming to save them. And that realization became their greatest advantage. Imagine a ship in the middle of the ocean. A violent storm appears. The waves get higher. The wind becomes stronger. The captain has two choices. He can stand on the deck, looking toward the horizon, hoping another ship arrives to rescue him. Or he can grab the wheel, face the storm, and fight for his own survival. Life works the same way. Storms don't ask for permission. Problems don't wait until you're ready. Pain doesn't care about your plans. Life keeps moving. The question is, will you keep waiting or will you take control? Some people spend years blaming their childhood. Others blame money. Some blame bad luck. Some blame the economy. Some blame people who never believed in them. Maybe those things are true. Maybe life hasn't been fair. Maybe people really hurt you. Maybe opportunities were taken from you. But here's something even more important. Your future doesn't care whose fault your past was. Read that again in your mind. Your future doesn't care. It only responds to what you choose today. You can't rewrite yesterday, but you can absolutely write tomorrow. The strongest people in the world aren't the ones who had easy lives. They're the ones who stopped waiting for easy lives. They made peace with struggle. They understood that pain isn't the enemy. Staying the same is. Every challenge became training. Every setback became education. Every failure became feedback. Instead of asking, why is this happening to me? They asked, what is this trying to teach me? That one question changed everything. Because victims search for someone to rescue them. Leaders search for the lesson. Which one are you becoming? There comes a moment in every person's life when excuses become too expensive. You realize you've spent years explaining why you haven't started. Years explaining why you're still stuck. Years explaining why someone else had it easier. But explanations don't build dreams. Action does. Your bills don't care about your excuses. Your goals don't care about your intentions. Your future children won't live a better life because you had good reasons. They'll live a better life because one day you decide. Look around. The world doesn't reward potential. It rewards execution. There are millions of brilliant ideas that never became businesses. Millions of talented singers who never stepped on stage. Millions of gifted writers who never published a single page. Talent is common. Action is rare. That's why average people stay average. They keep preparing, keep waiting, keep doubting. While someone with less talent but more courage changes their entire life. Don't underestimate courage. It's worth more than talent that never moves. Here's something that might make you uncomfortable. The life you're living today is largely the result of the decisions you've repeated. Not one decision, thousands of them. Every morning you either choose growth or comfort. Every evening you either invest in your future or escape from it. Those choices seem small, almost invisible, but they compound, just like money. One small decision today becomes a completely different life 5 years from now. Success isn't built in one day. Neither is failure. They're both built quietly, one choice at a time. Maybe you're waiting to feel motivated. Don't. Motivation is temporary. Discipline stays. Some mornings you'll feel unstoppable. Other mornings you'll feel nothing. If your dreams depend on your emotions, your dreams will never survive. Real winners don't wake up inspired every day. They wake up committed. They understand that feelings change. Standards don't. That's why they keep going, even when nobody is watching, even when nobody is clapping, even when progress feels invisible, because they know something most people never learn. Consistency beats intensity every single time. Today, you have another choice. You can close this video, go back to the same habits, the same excuses, the same waiting, or you can decide that this is the last day you expect someone else to change your life, because from this moment forward, you're no longer waiting for rescue. You are becoming your own rescue, and that's where everything begins. There is a question that almost nobody asks themselves, and yet the answer determines the direction of their entire life. If nobody ever helped you, would you still chase your dream? Think about that. If no one applauded, would you still show up? If nobody believed in you, would you still believe in yourself? Because sooner or later, life removes the audience. The compliments disappear, the motivation fades, the excitement wears off, and all that's left is you, your discipline, your character, your choices. That's where real success is born. Most people spend their lives searching for a hero, someone to open the right door, someone to give them permission, someone to tell them they're finally good enough. But the people who changed the world never waited for permission. They created their own opportunity. They knocked on doors that nobody opened, so they built their own. They were rejected, ignored, laughed at. They failed again and again and again. But every rejection made them stronger, because rejection wasn't proof they should stop. It was proof they were trying. The only people who never fail are the people who never begin. Imagine planting a seed. On the first day, nothing happens. A week later, still nothing. A month later, the ground looks exactly the same. Most people quit right there. They assume the seed is dead. They assume nothing is working. But beneath the surface, roots are growing, silently, patiently, preparing for something much bigger. Your life works the same way. Just because you can't see progress doesn't mean progress isn't happening. Every workout matters. Every page you read matters. Every early morning matters. Every difficult choice matters. Success grows underground, long before the world ever notices it. That's why winners stay patient. They understand that invisible progress is still progress. Here's the mistake that keeps millions of people trapped. They confuse comfort with happiness. Comfort says, stay in bed, skip the workout, watch one more episode, start tomorrow. It feels good for a moment, but comfort always sends the bill later. The bill comes as regret, lost confidence, broken promises, dreams that slowly fade away. Discipline feels expensive today. Regret costs far more tomorrow. Choose your pain wisely, because life guarantees one thing. You'll pay something, either the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. No one is coming to wake you up at 5 in the morning. No one is coming to force you to read. No one is coming to make you exercise. No one is coming to tell you to stop wasting time. That's your job. Your future is your responsibility. Not because life is fair, but because it's yours. And once you truly accept that, something incredible happens. You stop complaining. You stop comparing. You stop waiting. Instead, you start building brick by brick, day by day, habit by habit, until one day, people call you lucky. They never saw the mornings you wanted to quit. They never saw the nights you kept working. They only saw the result. That's how success always looks from the outside. Instant. But from the inside, it's years of invisible effort. There will be days when nothing goes your way. Days when you question yourself. Days when the results don't match the work. Keep going. Because the strongest people aren't the ones who never struggle. They're the ones who refuse to surrender. Every champion has wanted to quit. Every successful entrepreneur has doubted themselves. Every confident person has felt insecure. The difference is simple. They didn't stop. Your feelings don't decide your future. Your actions do. Stop asking, what if I fail? Start asking, what happens if I never try? Imagine reaching the end of your life, looking back, knowing you had the ability, the dreams, the opportunities, but fear convinced you to stay comfortable. That is the greatest tragedy. Failure teaches. Regret haunts. One lasts for a moment. The other can last forever. Don't let your biggest dream become your biggest regret. Right now, someone with fewer resources than you is taking action. Someone with less experience is starting. Someone who is more afraid than you is refusing to quit. The difference isn't talent. The difference is decision. The moment you stop waiting for rescue, you become dangerous. Because now, nothing can stop a person who accepts full responsibility for their own life. Not rejection, not criticism, not failure, not bad luck. They adapt, they learn, they rise.
Look in the mirror tonight. Don't ask, who will save me? Ask, what can I do today that my future self will thank me for? Then do it without excuses, without permission, without waiting. Because every day you delay, life keeps moving. Time keeps moving. The world keeps moving. The only question left is, will you move with it, or will you spend another year watching other people build the life you could have created? The answer is entirely up to you.
One day, you will wake up and realize something that most people understand far too late. Time never stopped. It never waited for you to feel ready. It never cared about your excuses. Every sunrise gave you another chance. Every sunset asked the same question. What did you do with the time you were given? Because in the end, life isn't measured by how many dreams you had. It's measured by how many you had the courage to chase.
Imagine meeting the person you could have become, the strongest version of you, the disciplined version, the confident version, the one who never gave up, the one who kept going when life became difficult. Would that person recognize the choices you're making today? Or would they ask, what happened to us? That question should shake you, because your future isn't built someday. It's being built right now. With every decision, every habit, every excuse, every action, you're either creating the person you'll be proud of or the person you'll wish you had become. There is no middle ground.
The truth is, nobody owes you success. Nobody owes you happiness. Nobody owes you an opportunity. That may sound harsh, but it's actually one of the most freeing truths you'll ever hear. Because if nobody owes you anything, then nobody has the power to stop you either. Your future doesn't belong to your critics. It doesn't belong to the people who doubted you. It doesn't belong to the ones who walked away. It belongs to you. The moment you stop expecting the world to change, you begin changing yourself. And that's when the world starts responding differently.
There will always be people who don't understand your vision. Let them doubt you. There will always be people who say it can't be done. Let them talk. There will always be people who laugh before you succeed and clap after you win. Don't chase their approval. Chase your purpose. Approval is temporary. Purpose lasts a lifetime. The people who make history were never obsessed with being accepted. They were obsessed with becoming better than they were yesterday. That's your competition, not the person on social media, not your neighbor, not your coworker. The only competition that matters is the person you were yesterday. Be that person every single day.
Remember the child you once were, the one who believed anything was possible, the one who dreamed without limits, the one who wasn't afraid to fail. Life didn't take that person away. Fear did, disappointment did, excuses did. But here's the good news. If fear can be learned, courage can be learned too. It starts with one choice, one uncomfortable step,
One promise you refuse to break, then another, and another, until one day people call you confident. They never saw the thousands of moments you chose courage over comfort. They only saw the result.
From this moment on, stop waiting for the perfect time, the perfect plan, the perfect opportunity. Perfection is a trap. Progress is freedom. Your first attempt won't be your best. Neither will your second or your 10th. That's okay, because every master was once a beginner. Every expert was once uncertain. Every champion was once unknown. The difference is they kept showing up, even when nobody noticed, even when nobody believed, even when nobody was coming to save them.
Listen carefully. Your life can change in a year. Your habits can change in a month. Your mindset can change in a week. But the decision to change can happen in a single moment. Maybe this is that moment. Maybe years from now, you'll look back at today, not because you watched another motivational video, but because today was the day you finally decided to take responsibility for your life. No more blaming, no more waiting, no more hiding behind fear, no more hoping someone else will create the future
you've been dreaming about, because they won't, and they were never supposed to.
The strongest words you can ever say are not, I hope. They're not, I'll try. They're not even one day. The strongest words are, I will. I will wake up. I will work. I will learn.
I will improve. I will keep going. Not because it's easy, but because my future is worth fighting for. Those two words, I will, have built companies, changed families, created leaders, and transformed ordinary people into extraordinary ones.
So, when this video ends, don't just feel inspired. Be different. Close the app. Stand up. Drink some water. Make the call you've been avoiding. Start the project you've been delaying. Take the first step you've been afraid to take. Don't wait for confidence.
Earn it. Don't wait for motivation. Create discipline. Don't wait for rescue. Become the person you've been waiting for. Because the life you want isn't waiting on luck. It isn't waiting on perfect timing. It isn't waiting on someone else. It's waiting on one decision. Yours.
Years from now, you'll either say, I'm so glad I started, or I wish I had. Choose wisely, because every single day you're writing the story you'll one day tell. Make it a story of courage, a story of discipline, a story of resilience, a story that proves ordinary people can achieve
Extraordinary things the moment they stop waiting for someone else to save them. If this message spoke to your heart, if it challenged the way you think, let this be where your journey ends. Subscribe to mindsetofmillionaireyt for more powerful motivational speeches designed to help you build discipline, strengthen your mindset, and unlock your true potential. Share this video with someone who needs to hear these words today. And remember, nobody is coming to save you, because the hero you've been waiting for has been inside you all along. Now go. Take control of your life and become the person your future self